We back popping, man. Welcome to the Real Oz Podcast. We're gonna get right into it today. We were talking about pretty much, relationships is always a trending thing. But we was chopping it up the other day, and it was just kind of like, I wonder how many people are truly like, would you say like happy, satisfied? You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah. How many people are unhappy?
How many people are unhappy but still, staying in a relationship? And so I start off with my percentage. My percentage was roughly, I feel like probably like 70% of people aren't necessarily as happy as they possibly could be. And I think a lot of that stems from one, not being totally happy with themselves, with what they're doing in their own personal life, as well as staying with people too long or for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? So, like percentage wise, what would you give it if you had to put a percentage number on it? How many people are like unhappy? You know what I'm saying? Like to where, yeah, there ain't no way to frame that to where they just unhappy. But they stand in a relationship. You know,
I say at least above 40%.
At least above 40%.
I say at least.
So you say it's.
I say like at least 2 out of every 5 couples you see, I say are not happy.
At least out of every
2 out of every 5, I'll say.
2 out of every 5 is unhappy.
Yeah,
I think that's
At least, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I think that's fair. I just say I guess my percentage is higher just because.
Well, then again, not to stop you or cut you off, but more so like what would be the identifying, like, okay, because you could say I'm not happy in this relationship, but it's like last week you might have been happy, or a month ago you might have been happy, but
I'll say consistent happiness.
Consistent happiness.
To where you're not, to where it ain't one good month and then it's a bad month, or one good week and then it's a bad week. To where it's more consistency of being happy than being unhappy.
Oh yeah.
And I think in a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying, it's like I think people are more consistently unhappy than they are happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like the dynamic of the relationship when you with somebody, depending on how long you've been locked in, y'all situation, living situation, all that scenarios, because shit, we talk to men all day. And when they really start opening up, when they really start opening up, you find out like they're not really happy.
Yeah.
And my whole thing is like, after a certain point of time, being with somebody, getting to know somebody, I would say, well over a year, if you're not happy, then my opinion is you should just break ties, because that's enough time for the lust to go away, for the initial feeling of somebody new to go away. That's enough time for you to really see who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again?
Like after a year. I feel like after a year, if you still kind of feeling indifferent about the person you're with, or it's not a consistent happiness, I feel like that's long enough to gauge a person and really get to know who they really are outside of, the initial attraction. Y'all, everything is cool in the beginning, smiles and giggling, it's new, y'all going out, y'all dating, whatever, getting to know each other, and then a situation arises or something, and then you really get to find out who you with. I feel like within a year's time, you're going to be able to determine who you're really dealing with.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, in a year's time, things could happen to where, they could like, somebody could lose their job, somebody can, lose a loved one or something. So it's like, I'm saying like, okay, let's say the relationship is going good for about 6 months, and then they lose their job or lose a loved one or something. Then you see changes, what the changes are, like, why they might start acting like that. So it's like, do you still hold that, like?
Yeah, because that has a lot to do with, because I feel like it's not about the emotions or lack of emotions, it's how you deal with it. It's how you react to it. We're going to always have problems. Things going to always rise. Life going to always life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's how we react to it and how our partner react to it is going to determine how happy we are. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, when the dough get low, our emotions change, but how we react to that. Are we gonna switch up and have an attitude, be walking around bitter?
Mhm.
Or are we still gonna thug it out and understand this is just part of life, man? I can't change my whole demeanor towards the person that I'm with just because the money ain't flowing how I need it to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, do you think that could be like, yeah, your demeanor doesn't change towards a person, like towards that person, but your demeanor changes because you're going through something.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
is that considered the same thing, or?
No, I wouldn't consider that unhappiness. That's just
It's like, you know, you used to come home maybe like making jokes and being happy. You know what I mean? Now you just kind of come home just like, you know, thinking about, you know, your problems and shit. So you're not really open up as much, you're not laughing as much, not smiling, you're not engaged. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I think it's fair to be like that, like initially.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the day you found out, the week after you know, because you still got a lot on your mind trying to readjust and after that. But it's like you can only hold on to that for so long because it's gonna start affecting the person that you with.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like a lot of people stay in situations after they've seen certain signs of, man, I'm probably not gonna be happy with this person. But, you know, there's a cliche of where I know men that come into the barbershop, a lot of times they'll be like, well, it's gonna always be something. So you just gotta pick what you want to deal with.
Yeah.
And I'm be keep it 100. I used to feel like that too until I realized like that's not really reality. That's just us allowing space to justify being unhappy. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it's gonna always be something. Shit, if I get with this girl, it's gonna be issues. It's just gonna be different issues.
Yeah.
And I found out as I get older, that's not always the case, man. It's not always the case. Like how you communicate and how you interact has a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why.
I kind of found out, you know, found out, recently, not found out recently, but like come to understand it's like, sometimes it's like, not say you have to be mean, but yeah, I guess you do have to, not necessarily assert your dominance, but like, it's a clip that comes to my mind. It was Blueface. It was talking to Christian Rock, you know what I mean? And when I watched that video like years ago, I was like, oh man, he's kind of, you know what I mean? But it's almost like he's right. He's telling her like, this is my program. Like you're gonna do, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, I don't know if that's right, but
No,
it kind of is right though. It's like,
I understand.
Like this is my program. Like if you don't like it, you can leave. Like you know what I mean? And it's like it seems mean initially, but I mean,
but to me,
certain, I guess.
To me, that's somebody that knows exactly what's gonna make them happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna lay this out, and be like, look, this is gonna work like this.
I'm not doing
because if it go outside of that, I know I'm not gonna be happy.
I'm not. It's not gonna work. Like I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. If this and that's not being met, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's like that weird. Yeah, I guess part of it being unhappy is, you know, circumstances, but part of being unhappy is like you not expressing to your partner how you feel, you know what I mean? Or expressing.
I think that's everything.
You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Yeah. You're kind of scared to, or you know, you want peace in the house, you know what I mean? So you don't want to start an argument, you don't want to start no shit, you just kind of like bite your tongue a little bit. But that's what you can't do, because when you bite your tongue, that's when you start becoming unhappy. And
yeah, because
that's when, you know.
You allowed yourself to bottle up them emotions instead of like get that up off your chest, because at the end of the day, that goes back to what I said in the beginning. If you're not happy as an individual with your own circumstances, situation, job, whatever it may be, then it's like, how can you expect to be happy with somebody else?
For sure.
And that comes from, like Jay said, not communicating, holding stuff in, because now it's like, it's stuff that you feeling about the other person, and they don't even know nothing about it.
Yeah.
And you will get upset because they still happy.
Yeah.
And it's like, but we can't really get upset if they don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of
scared to tell them, scared to say something, scared to voice your opinion. You know what I mean?
A lot of times as men, I think when we hear about like men's emotional health and all that, I think that comes from us just trying to go along to get along.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go along,
everything,
go along with it just to get along.
Happy wife, happy life. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
why you run your
because that's bull. That's bull.
Yeah.
Women.
No, I mean I can see why it's true, because like if the wife is unhappy, I feel like a lot of women, the household's gonna feel it. The kids are gonna feel like, oh, mom's mad. Like I know when I was a kid, my mom was mad at my dad. We felt that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like compared to it's been probably plenty of times when my dad was mad and shit, we cool, like everything's good. So it's like in a sense, happy life. You know what I mean? Happy wife is happy life, I guess. So, I mean, I don't agree with it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I mean, I do agree. It's like I agree with it. It's like I agree with it because I understand why people say that, but it's like I don't like condone it, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like it's the other side to it. It's like happy wife, happy life, but happy the guy gotta be happy too. You know what I mean? So that's no, I mean I agree with it. I don't. I mean, I agree with it for what you're saying, and I agree with it because I see why people say that. It's like, I mean, the whole house is gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? So most times, sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So do you think that's like? So do you think like, kind of hearing that saying? Do you think that's kind of like tainted the perspective of like women in a sense, because by men saying that and by people hearing that in society, happy wife, happy life, I feel like because you hear women say that all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, that's not really for the women to say. That's something that a man can say, because it's kind of like, as men, we naturally want our partner, our significant other, to be happy. You feel what I'm saying? Because ultimately, if she happy, that falls under a lot of things. That means we can communicate openly. We can do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She can be unhappy about something that happens outside the house. And like you said, when she come home, she bringing that energy in the house, and it's going to change everything. So I guess my question is, do you feel like that's like individual based, like a mindset for women, or do you feel like a lot of women like kind of feel like that? Because I think,
I mean, a lot of women feel like that. A lot of women like even feel more privileged than that. It's like, you gotta pay my rent. Take care of my kids. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah.
And see, my look on that.
I mean,
I totally agree with you saying, but my look on that is like, as a woman, if you find pleasure in making sure that your man is happy, then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because it's like, it don't take a lot to satisfy us.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Respect, open communication, and like I would say, like,
keep your love.
Yeah.
Keep the love. You can keep your love.
Keep your love.
Respect and loyalty.
Just
man.
respect and loyalty, and how you communicate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Come at like
don't come at me sideways.
I know I've heard things to where it's kind of like a translation of understanding, to where a man will be like, talk to me as if you was talking to God. And as a woman, if you keep that perspective, talk to me as if you was talking to God.
I feel like they're gonna take not they, but girls will take that the wrong way. It's like, you're not God. No, we're not saying we're guys. Just like the respect level, though. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not gonna talk to, or talk to me like how you talk to your boss. You ain't go. Yeah. You'll come at me sideways. You ain't finna yell at me. You ain't finna do all this. Sure. You know what I mean? If your boss made a mistake, you gonna come yell at him and get upset. Like, nah, you ain't gonna do that. You gonna look the other cheek. You know what I mean? I guess that's a better
analogy.
But I see.
Based on the wording. But for me, myself, I mean, I look at myself, I'm a God. The woman I'm with is a goddess. So we got to talk to each other on a higher frequency.
For sure.
We can't be coming at each other, you know what I'm saying, when our emotions is involved. It's not a good time to even talk.
Really not. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like as women get older and they go through stuff and they start realizing, well, damn, if I do what I need to do to make him happy, then ultimately he ain't got a problem, you know what I'm saying, fulfilling my wants and my needs and stuff like that. Because ultimately, by nature, that's what we accustomed to doing, is trying to take care of the household, trying to do stuff, trying to, you know what I'm saying, be the leader. But it's like, when a woman put their happiness first, or over our happiness to where it's not at least met in the middle to where we both got to be happy, then it's a problem. That's when you have people staying for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Because it's like we hear dudes in here all the time. Man, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. She still ain't happy. And it's like, all right, well, maybe you can't make her happy. So it's like, how much longer you gonna stay being unhappy, trying to make somebody trying to make her happy? And it's kind of like, shit, that's how you know, stress and
now
all
that. There's girls down the street, they'll be happy with a blunt. They'll be happy with just,
something real simple.
They'll just be happy with, you know what I mean? So,
they'll be happy with just having company.
Yeah.
Because they lonely and they you know, they have a different appreciation. And I feel like
I remember like back when, like, you know, we were single, like we'll be like, you might say something. I'm like, oh yeah, she had never been to this, you know, this restaurant. She had never been to this. Like, you ain't never, you know what I mean? And they're thankful for that. You know what I mean? So when you in a relationship, and then you know you going above, you're not just taking her to a restaurant, you're taking her doing special stuff that you ain't never did, and you don't get that appreciation. You start thinking about, you know what I mean, these other, you know, girls you used to know and girls, you know what I mean. Like, damn, they happy over some simple shit.
How they can appreciate something way simpler, and they, you know,
a good guy with good intentions, you know, good conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah, they appreciate that, man.
And I always, like, as I got older, I come into the situation to where it's like, I gotta take acceptance over expectance, in the sense to where I can't expect certain things coming into a situation. You feel what I'm saying? Outside of loyalty, respect.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, outside,
you know what I'm saying? That's a given.
Yeah, that's a given.
That's a given. That goes on both sides. We gotta respect each other and all that, or else we wasting each other's time to begin with.
Yeah.
But as far as like,
I be thinking too, like, oh my bad, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now because just like you said, it's a given, right? You know, I know I said a lot of guys come here unhappy, and you know they feel disrespected by their woman. But I just been thinking, like, damn, do women, like, why? It's like, I think, why do women disrespect their man? And like, why would you want a man like that? You know, like, why would you want a man to disrespect? You know what I mean? It's like, why? Like, you find that attractive? You find, you know what I mean? Like, you're disrespecting a man, but it's like, you want that? Like, you want, like, in a sense, like, you want a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to.
I feel like, I mean, in response to that, I feel like they really don't know what they want. And when they get what they say they want, they don't know how to treat it. Feel what I'm saying? Because every female is kind of standard when they say, I want a man that's gonna provide for me, that's gonna love me, be loyal and all that. And then it's like, then when you get that, you don't even know how to treat them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you treat him worse than a nigga that's running the streets, cheating, and you know what I'm saying?
They get respect.
Playing games, they get respect.
They get respect.
They get respect. But it's like when you try to, you know, stick to the code or stick to the script or do it right, you know what I'm saying? So far, then it's kind of like, yeah, I know a lot of, because I hear like, you know, the fair man never wins, or you know,
the good guy
finished last type deal. And it's like, damn.
It's kind of true, huh?
It's kind of true.
It's really true.
It's kind of true.
Yeah.
And I feel like that comes from us too, like bottling up too much stuff.
Well, that kind of goes back to what I was saying back with the Blueface. It's like, it seems mean, but it's like, he's not being mean. He's, you know what I mean? It's like, it seems mean.
Being the man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He's being the man.
It might look mean, but then it's like it goes back to that saying, the nice guys finish last. He ain't about to finish last.
No.
He ain't gonna finish last. No. He gonna get X, Y, or Z, or he gonna separate.
And I think too that's understanding that, like, your standards is never too high for the right person.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Your standards can be too high. Obviously, if you're dealing with the wrong person that don't equate to where you at and y'all not equally yoked.
Yeah.
Then it's like, yeah, your standards gonna be too high. You hear females all the time, I ain't doing that. I wish I would do this. I wish I would do that. And I was watching the post yesterday about a Gucci Mane wife, and she was like, I find pleasure in what she say? All he gotta do is take a shower.
Yeah.
All he gotta do is take a shower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna clean. I want him to have a peace of mind and be free to where he can do his thing at the studio.
Yeah.
And I know if that's gonna make him happy, then ultimately I'm gonna be happy.
For sure.
And it's like you don't.
I mean, someone like her compared to Gucci Mane, you are replaceable.
That's what I'm saying.
You are replaceable.
That's what I'm saying.
Easy, yeah.
Easy replaceable. So it's like, and women like that are rare.
Yeah.
Because she in a position to where she know she's technically replaceable.
Yeah.
But she's gonna, you know what I'm saying, help meet him where, you know what I'm saying, where he's at and help him excel. And that's making her happy.
And he knows, like, even if he is doing, like, you know, maybe not favorable or whatever, you know what I mean? He knows it's like, I can't let her just go. You know what I mean? Compared to any other girl I meet at a club.
Yeah.
Man, if you don't take it back, I don't give a fuck. If you know what I mean, I don't give a fuck. But this girl who cook clean and make sure I'm good, I can't just let her go. I can't just, you know what I mean? I can't
us
just.
As men, we know that's hard to find. That's rare.
I can't just let her go. Hell no. You know what I'm saying?
That's a gem. That's rare.
I cannot let her go. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's one of those things where it's like, it all boils down to, I think it all boils down to like knowing yourself for one, and standing on what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to deal with that you know is going to keep you happy. And I feel like a lot of men, we ain't really taught how to do that.
Yeah, we're not.
You know what I'm saying? We're not really taught how.
I feel like, I feel like we're taught to be unhappy. Like we're taught to stay with the.
That's what I'm saying.
We're taught to stay with the. No matter what happens, oh, this is
prime example, because you hear it all the time. Oh well, you know, you had kids with her, you shouldn't leave her, you shouldn't this and that.
You married,
y'all stay a family. You guys
had 7 years together, counseling.
But at the end of the day, like after you exhausted all your options as a man to make that other person happy, if it's not reciprocated, then you know you can't. Why stay another day?
I say not even exhaust all your options if you get exhausted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you get exhausted to a point to where, you know, you might feel like, you know, you might snap or break or something.
For sure. It's time to slide. Ain't dealing
like,
with that.
You're not understanding like what I be thinking my pain and shit. It's like, you don't understand. You understand what, you know, niggas be going through. And it's funny too, cause like, you know, sometimes when I do talk to my friends about, you know, problems in my relationship, like when I'm telling them something that may happen or something, it's like I hear like I might say something and I hear a trigger in their voice. They be like, yeah, my BM said the same. And I hear triggers and yeah, man, my BM said the same. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, man, she did that to me. Or, you know, oh yeah, I heard that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I be hearing this. Like, yeah, I hear triggers in people when I'm saying, and I'm not telling, I have no idea what they've been through. I'm just telling them something that I've been through or something, you know, me and my relationship. And
for sure,
it's a trigger in them. You know what I mean? It's like, they might start cussing. They might start, oh man, you can hear the anger, you can hear the hurt, you know what I'm saying, in their voice, you know what I mean?
And the animosity.
Yeah.
To where it's kind of like,
and they've been separated. That's something that happened like years and they still, you know what I mean? So that's real, man. That shit real.
Exactly.
That shit real.
So I mean, for myself, like, especially being in the barbershop, a lot of times when, you know, people ask me like, what would you do or how would you handle the situation? A lot of times I just keep it funky. I tell them, you don't want to know how I handle the situation.
Yeah.
Because just based.
You told me that a couple of times.
Yeah. Just based on hearing the story and hearing the path that you already gone down, I can't give you no advice because you already went past where I would have dealt with. You feel what I'm saying?
So I wouldn't even know what to do at that point.
I can't explain it because I would have been gone.
Yeah, I feel you.
I would have been slid. You know what I'm saying? If it was to the extent of what some of the people tell us and, you know, some of their stories to where it's like, nah, man, you dealing with that shit. Like, as a man, nah, that ain't what it's about. That ain't what it's about because we need that peace and that happiness really to be able to operate in our gifts and, you know what I'm saying? Answer the calling. And that, I feel like that's a lot of times where you have men out here that's like, I don't know, like, I guess bottled up in a situation and not really reaching the success that they can meet because they're too busy trying to keep somebody else happy.
I mean, two homies, right? One homie, he just recently got, you know, out of a relationship and then, you know, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I've been, you know, with her for a long time. I was never really able to talk to nobody about it, but he's like, yeah, I was going through it, man. He's like, I was losing my hair. I was, you know what I mean, losing weight. I was sick, you know what I mean? Just all types of shit, you know what I mean? So it's like, niggas really be dying.
So,
One of my other homies say a similar thing, like, you know, shit, what happened, you know, his situation, he was like damn near almost suicidal, you know what I mean? Telling me,
so like knowing that person, you know what I'm saying, closely as a partner or whatever, why do you think he stayed longer than I'm gonna just say it. Why do you think he stayed around longer than he probably should have?
well, I think well, definitely gets definitely gets complicated when you have kids, you know, together. Yeah, I've been together for so long, and yeah, I think that's the main two. It's like maybe the you guys have kids together, and then you guys been together for so long. You know what I mean, you guys don't know what it's like to. Like you forgot what it's like to, you know. It's like in that comfortability. Even if the comfortability is bullshit, you're used to that same. You know what I mean? You know, it's funny. It's like a saying I heard is like if you stand around shit for too long, it'll stop smelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's like you get so used to this bullshit, it stops becoming. It's regular. It becomes
normal.
It becomes regular. So you're used to it. You know what I mean? You're used to the. So I mean, it's like, yeah. I've seen people get into like damn like a second place. You know what I mean? It's like we get into a second place. You know what I mean? It's like this is the routine. This it is. Like, you know, you may talk to other men, and other men are dealing with the same situations. And like I said, we're kind of taught to just stay there and work it out. You know what I mean? We're not really taught like to like leave unless it's like some egregious, disrespectful shit.
I was just gonna bring that up until like something hits like a breaking point.
Yeah.
To where, you know, you get to that point to where you're like, all right,
but
I ain't dealing with this shit.
But even egregious shit, people still stay. You know what I mean? After some egregious shit, disrespectful, you know what I mean? Disrespected, people still stay.
Yeah. They definitely stick around. And that's why.
Well, I mean, not to go, but what other reasons do you think people stay?
I think they stay out of fear. They stay out of fear of discomfort. Because like you said, they've been in that situation so long, they become comfortable. And they okay with going home and sitting in the driveway for 30 minutes before they go in the house. They okay with listening.
An hour.
They okay with other people having the same problems and agreeing, where it's kind of like, nah, man.
I mean, when you hear it from other people, it feels normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you going through it too? Oh, you'll be in beach? Oh, okay. Well, this is I'm supposed to go through this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I just feel like that's part of the reason.
Yeah.
Right there, sure. Because it's normalized. You know what I'm saying? And nobody is willing to like break that discomfort to be, you know what I'm saying? Break that cycle and have that one partner in the group that's like, man, don't deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Because I got a partner right now that's kind of dealing with a situation. And when he asked me what would I do, and I told him what I do, he looked at me, he's like, really?
Yeah.
Slide? Yes.
Yeah. Like it was unfathomable for him. It was unfathomable.
He couldn't imagine. That's the last thing he thought I was gonna say. Yeah. So you just leave her alone? Yes. My peace of mind is priceless. That's all I got. I can't focus. I can't chase my bag like I need to. I can't concentrate. I can't level up if I'm always stressed and brought down and my energy drops as soon as I walk in the house. I can't do it. I can't do it. That's just keeping me stagnant.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, man, shit, I feel like I got a purpose out here. And if I'm not staying on my task to get to my purpose, then if it comes down to me or somebody else's happiness, is mine. Your happiness don't mean more to me than mine do. You know what I'm saying? It's a mutual thing.
I think Will Smith said it best. He was like, when him and Jada was going through that, he was like, yeah, I told her, I'm done trying to make you happy. You know what I mean? I'm not responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for your happiness. I'm responsible for my happiness. And we both come together and we bring our happiness together. And then, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, that's real. But you know what's funny? It probably took Will Smith like all this time, not to talk about Will Smith or nothing. I'm just going off what I see. You know what I mean?
That's a prime example.
He probably been dealing with that shit for like years. You know what I mean? They got 2-3 kids together, I think. But so he probably been dealing with that for years. And And you see it. I mean, now you kind of see him. He's doing like weird rap video. Not disrespecting Will Smith. We love Will Smith up here, but it's like you see, like you can see it. Like you can see it, like in interviews. You can see it in his face. You can see it, like when he slapped Chris Rock. Like you can see, like you can see he's going through shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what a girl will do, man. They'll break your spirit, break your soul, have you looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? And
if
have
you let them.
Have you having going on stage and slapping niggas? You trying to be a young nigga trying to make rap songs, and it's not like that's not Will Smith. You know what I mean? That's not the Will Smith we know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you can tell that's a hurt, battered person. You know what I'm saying? Like from my perspective, looking at it, you know what I mean? No disrespect or nothing. I don't know. I'm just give an example.
Yeah, the world know what you're talking about. We all seen that firsthand.
Yeah,
and it came to surface, so we found out. Well, that's why he was tripping like that.
Yeah,
because all this was going on behind the scenes.
And because even that video where he slapped Chris Rock, when Chris Rock first made a joke, he was laughing. He was laughing, and he looked at Jada. She was mad, and that's when he got you know what I mean? So yeah, shit, like you went from being happy to making a fool out of yourself in seconds just because of, you know what I mean?
Just the thought of her being unhappy about what was said or whatever, that caused him to crash out, basically.
And now that though, I'm just thinking like the conversation, the car ride home.
That's what I'm saying. Just the thought of that.
I'd rather make a fool of myself than get bitched out off for 2 weeks and I got to sleep on the couch and you go, like
just the thought of that. And that's one of them things to where it's like
happy wife, happy life. Let me just, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not accepting that.
Yeah, for sure.
At the age I am, like I already told my other person, I'm never sleeping on the couch. I'm not going to sleep arguing. It was all this in the beginning, but that comes from experience of knowing exactly what's gonna make me happy.
Exactly.
And I'm not sacrificing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, so I think that goes back to why, like, I feel like my percentage is a little bit higher just because of the situations that I've been in and how many men we hear up in here.
Percentage of, you're talking about unhappiness
in the beginning where I was saying unhappy.
So you're saying it's higher than 70 now?
No, I'm not saying it's higher than 70.
Higher
but you was like, a little bit over the 40, 2 out of 5. I'm saying 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Easy.
6 or 7 out of 10.
When it comes to the man,
When it comes to man, huh?
Yeah, when it comes to the man, he's not happy.
Yeah.
He's not happy. Coming here huffing and puffing. That's what the wife want to do. Man, what about you? Mm-hmm. What you want to do? If you don't want to do that, then don't do that. And that goes back to easily knowing that when the question was asked about what majority of the men want to do on Father's Day. Leave me alone.
Niggas laughed when I said that. I was like, what y'all doing for Father's Day? Niggas laughed. They was like, what, nigga? Like, what? Who?
Leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. I just want to have my own form of peace of mind for at least this day. And that lets you know.
A good amount of people don't ever get that.
They didn't even get that.
They don't ever get that.
So
one day where it's cool.
That right there.
Like leave me man. That could be the best Father's Day gift in the world. Leave me alone. Give me some Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop
and go somewhere.
Leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, man.
And that's just in support of what I'm saying. Is like
if you really want to make me happy, like invite my homies over poker night, poker day. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Yeah.
At the crib, the homies. Like
man. But you got to think about it. Even in that scenario, somebody in that circle. Because I've been like that before to where it's like, all right, all the fellas going to get together. We're going to do something. And there's always 1 or 2 people in the circle they can't enjoy themselves when they're supposed to be because they still thinking about, she mad because I left. And you know what I'm saying? So it's that just weighs into like the whole psychic of, even though this is supposed to be for me, I still got to make sure that she's satisfied.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, man, I don't feel like any man as a king is supposed to be feeling like that.
Yeah.
That's out. That's out.
Yeah.
And, it goes back to just knowing who you're dealing with, setting those standards in the beginning and having boundaries to where if certain things is crossed, you already understand, I'm leaving. We're not going to even play. We're not going to try to communicate about.
This ain't no movie. This ain't no, you know what I mean? No, this ain't no fairy tale.
This is my life. This is my clock. I only get one time on Earth. and I'm gonna live it how I choose to live.
Real shit.
And that's pretty much all I can say for myself personally.
No, real shit. Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree, man. Shit.
So
I agree.
But shit, yeah, man, y'all. Shit, leave the comments as far as percentages. I mean, we interested to know how many people feel like the average person in a relationship, and it could be coming from a man perspective or women, but how many of y'all think people are unhappy in their relationships out here? Once again, I'm gonna go with the 70. Jay go at 40, a little bit under 50. So I mean, our opinions is fairly close. You know what I'm saying? As far as people being unhappy, it's almost more unhappy, definitely than that are happy, and that's because of some of the reasons and stuff that we already, went over in this episode. So, you got anything else?
Nah, nothing really. I was gonna say earlier, just something you said just made me think about. Somebody said he was like, it's funny how women say they have women's intuition, when it comes to you cheating and all that, but you don't never have intuition to know when your nigga's not happy. I'm like, damn, that's real shit, boy. I don't know it.
But you know what though? The sad part about it is, I feel like they do know.
I think so too. I was thinking that too. Yeah.
And to me, that goes back to where we started on the respect thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know for me, I know my person know. I know my wife know, because even if I tell her ain't nothing wrong, she be like, no, nigga, I can tell.
Yeah.
Something's bothering you.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might not want to talk about it right now, but sooner or later, you need to let me know what's going on. Whether it's something I can fix, change, or whatever, or if it don't even have nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where we got to have that release. So I feel like, yeah, women's intuition, it covers that too.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. That goes back to intuition with women having a child, a son, or whatever. She know when that baby ain't happy. She know when that baby, you know what I'm saying? She can read that language. So that only enhances and only magnifies as a woman get older with that intuition. So I feel like, oh yeah, y'all definitely know, women, y'all definitely know when that man ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they'll do little silly shit to try to appease us or whatever. Not really dealing with the issue, but just trying to find a way to make us smile because they know.
Keep your love.
Yeah.
I want that respect and loyalty, man. Keep your love, man. I don't need the nice gestures, man.
For sure. Because that's what we identify with as that's what we translate love to anyway.
Sure.
The respect.
You don't care about loyalty, your love, man.
Yeah. Love, our emotions ain't set up like that. So
at all.
Y'all can keep that love. You know what I'm saying? That's more or less for y'all.
Yeah, I would say, I was telling somebody, I was like, I feel like, women operate off love. Guys, we operate off respect. So it's like, disrespecting your dude is damn near almost equivalent to cheating for you guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, getting disrespected, it's like, that's just, we might as well cheat on me. Shit, at least I have a reason to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like, I can't leave off the disrespect, you know what I mean? You can, but, like, that's a concrete, okay, cool. Like, yeah, man. So I was just say, just be mindful of that. You know what I mean? The disrespect, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, for sure. And to sum it up for the fellas, man, if y'all in the situation to where like you can't find peace, or you're not able to get your peace of mind, or you're not able to, come to some type of form of median on the communication to where y'all can move forward differently or be happy. You know what I'm saying? You be happy, they be happy, and y'all bring y'all happiness together. Get out that situation, man, because life is too short to wake up every day feeling the same type of way, or go to sleep, or go to work, or whatever it is. And that's just, it's easy for me to say that as an entrepreneur because I kind of live how I want to. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't always how I want, but I live how I want to. And there's a sacrifice that comes with that. And there's a sacrifice that comes with always trying to make the other person happy before yourself. You know what I'm saying? So as a man, from me to you, don't deal with that, or find a way to, change the situation to where both of y'all can be happy in the situation.
I think that comes with like, having those having those conversations that you might not want to have, those talks, those sit downs, that, you know what I mean, addressing that. A lot of it, a lot of it comes, whoever you pray to, higher power, praying and asking for, discernment and guidance, and you know what I mean. So it's like, I'm not saying, oh man, you happy? Leave her. I'm not saying that like that, but
I'm saying it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
I'm more so saying like pray, but really, pray.
Oh yeah,
meditate. Like don't just don't
nah,
watch this podcast and then send a text. You know what I mean?
I don't
pray on it.
Nobody's gonna make a drastic decision.
Well, like that. That's all I'm saying.
Like, within reason. If you've, like Jay said, if you already exhausted, if your hair is falling out, it's affecting your health.
Suicide. If it gets to that point, man, you're
thinking about life ain't worth it no more. Yeah. Don't ever let a woman drive you to, that extreme to where you lose all self.
And like I said, obviously not talking about nobody, not gonna say no names, but we seen it firsthand. You know what I mean?
What you mean? What part? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So as far as like a girl draining, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
We seen that shit first.
Women, y'all too. Y'all have seen it on yourself and known a man that you probably told, don't let that woman suck the life out of you. She ain't worth it.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's something that only a man can allow a woman to do. Only a woman can allow a man to bring them down, suck the life out of them. And that comes from, not having those boundaries, backbone, and standing on your own principles, putting barriers up. So, shit. But yeah, man, as always, appreciate y'all tapping in. And, like, comment, subscribe. Leave your percentage in the comment section. And shit, we'll chop it up with y'all next time, man. Y'all stay blessed.